Public hearing is now called to order at 6 PM on Tuesday, November 12, 2019. This hearing is being held as required by the provisions of Chapter 131, Section 40 of the General Laws of the Commonwealth, an act relative to the protection of the wetlands as most recently amended. Notice of the time and place of this hearing was originally published in the Advocate on November 7, 2019. It was also posted in the Town Hall. This is being broadcast, or at least recorded for broadcast. Persons wishing to be heard will be called in the following order. So the first order of business is minutes for approval from October 22. I know I read them and emailed back to Jan, said I didn't have any changes to suggest. If anybody else does. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll make that motion to accept the minutes as submitted.
And we have a second for that.
Second?
So I don't think Paul was here for that meeting, right? He can't vote on it. All right, so all in favor? That's unanimous, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Meeting mail, Mary Lee, what do we have?
Nothing. We haven't had anything interesting come in at all.
Let me finish.
Well, I did, actually, that's not true. There's an email here for you all from the public, about the Public Lands Preservation Act. Apparently it is being called, reported out favorably. So now is the time to call your senator, speak to the state senate about it. So, and then there's a page about it.
Well, that's good. Email today from West Land Conservation Trust about they just were able to set aside like 25 acres right up by Forge Pond.
Nice.
Get some of it's going for a little bit of senior housing or affordable housing development, but the rest of it's going to be set aside for conservation land.
Where is it?
In Westport, between Route 77, Route 177 and Reed Road, almost as 177 meets up with Route 6. So there's that little diner on the right that's always been like Chef Jeff or whatever it is. But it was interesting to read that because it seems like it was a partnership using CPA money from both affordable housing and conservation, where both got involved.
Cool.
So that was an interesting pairing. Okay, so that's meeting mail or meeting email. Any discussion? Keep the meeting moving. That's the discussion. No old business, so we'll get on to new business. We have an RDA for Matthew Mitchell, 33 through 35 Beach Street. A request for determination was filed by Matthew Mitchell for property located at 33 to 35 Beach Street, map 25, lot 291. The applicant proposes to clear brush and install a retaining wall and requests whether the work depicted on the plan is subject to the Wetlands Protection Act. So,
Here, if you want to see the big one.
okay.
You can almost see the contours there. I darkened, the hardscape,
Right
but
out.
I didn't take on the contours. Basically, the land slopes down towards the brook there.
So this is the property. Okay. So I didn't get to see the property, so I'm gonna lean on those of you that saw it and tell me what you think.
Well, he's clearing it. You want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, it was a lot of,
For the record, just because we're on TV, if you could just tell us your name.
Matthew Mitchell.
Thank you.
Actually, it was just a lot of scrub brush that had been laid up against the building for years. There was a lot of like bittersweet stuff like that. I cleared that all out.
So towards where the proposed.
So it's gonna be from like, probably,
That's
I would
there.
say this halfway point here,
Yeah, so the
Going
clear, okay,
towards the dwelling.
right,
Probably the halfway point is where I started from.
Mhm.
That way.
right.
And then I cleared around the house.
Mm.
And then I wanna do a small retaining wall, only 4 feet tall, off the corner to the road.
Oh,
So that the fill off either side of the driveway that's already here,
Mhm.
so it isn't spilling off
Mm.
into the property.
Okay.
Because it is a hill going down this way,
Right.
so,
Okay.
Plus the road is, it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
but this main road, it's all
Right.
dirt road, this is just old farm road. It goes down and drains into
Yeah.
the ditch that's on my property that goes out to the river.
South side of Lawson or north side? So going down, so you turn
Heading towards the
into
city.
Lawson?
Yes.
You're heading towards the city.
Okay, so on the south side, okay. Yep,
Next door to the old riverside.
yeah,
Cool.
all right. So, just wants to do some clearing, put up a wall, and then, do we need to do, so what do you think?
He's basically cleared the whole thing already,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got this all filled with sand right now.
Right,
He's got part of the retaining wall up.
okay.
I'd like to see some kind of barrier put along the edge of the back side of the property where the marsh is,
Okay,
especially with all that sand there. That sand's gonna, during this winter, spring, it's not gonna get anything established as far as cover over it
right.
before then, for sure.
Not with this weather.
It's gonna keep washing
I had the grass going for a while, I just didn't have time. And I didn't bring any sand in, that's just what was left after what came up, that's,
Wow,
that whole property is just, it's all bank gravel, it's just sand and river rock.
yeah.
It's like, the whole property's like that, you dig down a foot, it's river rock and sand, the whole place.
So, yeah, even so,
He's got some grass going on.
I'd like to do grass for the whole property. Like I showed you guys into the little opening over here. Basically, everything I cleared, I want to go grass. And then put some arborvitaes around the wall. And that's probably about it.
I would agree with everybody about some kind of a berm
Okay.
along the edge, just to keep that sand from washing in. Especially where the EPA apparently is planning to dig out a lot of that marsh
Hmm.
in the next couple of years.
So it would be beneficial to you to have something.
So what, here alongside Beach Street?
No,
No, no.
back here in the
back.
back, this is basically flat. I mean, it's got a little tiny pitch to it, but it's basically flat.
Okay.
And, right, like I said, right now, it's all sand. Where the sand came from, doesn't matter. I mean, if it was there, that's good, that was good for him.
Yeah,
But it's gonna wash, it's gonna head downhill. Even though it's a very slight downhill, it's gonna head towards the marsh.
I feel if I could complete my retaining wall project, I'd be able to divert a lot of the water that's on the dirt road to where it belongs, into this ditch going down. Because the town doesn't maintain this road at all. I've been responsible for maintaining this road for the last 15 years. So I think if I finish what I'm doing here, I can divert the water down the road, but you're not gonna see it like that. It's because right now I had to stop. So now I have this open edge right here that's just, it's taking all the street water from Lawson, and it's taking all my street water, and it's of course it's going right down my property. If I feel if I could finish my wall, I can divert that water down Beach Street like it's supposed to, into that drainage ditch. You know?
so, in terms of the recommendation for what goes here, any suggestions?
Silt fence, hay bales,
Oh, until
Railroad ties?
the work is done?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
anything that would, provide.
Just to keep
this kind of
keep it from washing down in there, so it's
Un-
got
Until
grass growing
until
on it.
this
like
is
he
done
wants
and
to
the
grow.
grass is established.
I mean, he has no topsoil right now, so the grass isn't gonna grow.
Yeah.
Even next year, it won't grow very well in the sand.
Okay, so I'm gonna, unless there's any other comment from anybody.
I think with the advice of the board, I was not present.
Yes, and here. So I'll entertain a motion then for a negative determination, because it's not gonna require any mitigation or anything. Negative determination with the condition though, with this stipulation that there's some sort of a silt fence or hay bales along that back line with the boundary with town property until the wall's up and grass is established, but otherwise. So that's,
The circular hay style from the mesh, I can put those.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
regular- Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
So, you know, and if you want some recommendations, you can get some from Earl as to what to do. So I'll entertain a motion for negative determination with this stipulation that some sort of siltation barrier be put along the property line with the town.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed, abstaining? Okay, so that passes unanimously. Okay?
You're all set?
I'm like that.
You good?
Yeah, we
Thank you.
We've got some documents to sign.
I'll put some barriers down, that's not a problem at all. I can take care of that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks. All right, and then the last one is the COC for, I'm gonna guess this is pronounced Guano, 12 Apple Blossom Lane, file SE 001-0513. A certificate of compliance was filed by Robert and Laurel Guano for property located at 12 Apple Blossom Lane, map 11, lot 25. The applicant proposed to construct a new single-family residence with associated driveway and septic within the 100-foot buffer zone with bordering vegetated wetland. So we have the land in front of us. Again, I'll,
You wanna wait?
What's up?
Now we've lost it.
And,
Yeah. where's the driveway? Driveway's right here.
Oh.
this is Apple
Oh,
Blossom out
this
here.
is the two.
Okay, so Apple Blossom's out
Yeah,
here,
it's got a
driveways.
U, it's got a U-shaped driveway.
And the wetlands are down a hill. There's
Right.
like a bluff and then sort of another bluff and then the wetlands are down.
Hmm,
And they're pretty well protected sort of
Okay.
by themselves.
and whatever needed to be established there is established, and the
Grass.
project is done as it should be done.
Mhm.
It's done.
Okay.
Yeah, looks great.
And this is from, not that old, one from 2017, so. Actually staying on schedule, how about that? So I will entertain a motion to issue a certificate of compliance for 12 Apple Blossom Lane. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, abstaining? Okay, that's unanimous. Okay, so those are our two hearing items, so
Now,
agent update. What do we got for us now?
the next meeting we are having is at the Council on Aging,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Right.
at 5 o'clock. It's about the CWNP, and I think I gave you the wrong letters.
Oh, okay.
Which is the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan. I think it's plan, not program.
CWWP.
CWNP.
And
Yeah, it's about sewering the town and, you know, what areas are a priority and how they came to those conclusions and such. The DPW brought over the actual plan to Julie to the meeting we had this morning, and it's this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Atlanta.
So, yeah.
How many
she said,
pages
"Oh,
is
light
that?"
reading. I didn't ask how many pages it was. There was
phases.
Oh, six priority areas. And I think that, you know, they're planning to do them 1 year at a time,
1 year.
one at a time per year. At least that's my understanding, but I haven't really gone into it with them, so come to the meeting and find out all the details and,
You said the Council on Aging building, right?
it's at the Council on
That's
Aging.
the,
yeah.
that's
And
the,
that was the email.
that email you sent us a while back.
Yes,
That's then at the end of the last week of the month, or second to last?
it's the November 26th.
Last
2 days before Thanksgiving.
So it's our usual
Yeah.
meeting date.
Yeah, are you going out of town?
No.
Okay,
Yes, but not early.
not that day.
Yeah,
Oh, so we'll all meet there? And then.
Yes, so they want all the boards to meet together for the CAUMP
Mhm.
meeting. And then if we have business, we can come back here and hear it. So far, there isn't any business for that night anyway, so if that stays the.
If there is, should we
remains
schedule it
the
for 7?
case.
No, we'll just come back.
For the-
Yeah,
for the-
unless you're gonna tell people.
For the people that will be.
Yeah, I
Everybody's
checked with
files.
Pam Labonte, the town clerk, on how to do it.
Okay.
And she instructed us to, we can meet anytime, if you do 6:15 and somebody's here to alert the public,
Mhm.
if you gentlemen and ladies are still there, you can alert me and I can tell the public, and she said that's allowable.
Mm.
If you put it at 6:30 or 7, then you're bound to 6:30, opening the meeting here, or you're bound to 7.
Right.
So she suggested doing it that way, and that way if you guys are out at 6, it takes you 15 minutes to get back here, you're ready to go. So it's a separate posting, I already posted the, but you already posted the joint meeting.
Okay, so this 5 o'clock thing, are they saying it's only gonna be an hour, or do they give us a sense?
They're estimating it might be about now.
Okay, so they have a presentation ready to go and leaving room
I
for
would
questions?
imagine they probably do. It's good and current, it's giving the presentation.
All right, so
So,
we'll have done this once or twice.
yeah.
Yeah, don't be winging it.
Yeah, so, yeah, I really don't know what to expect of the meeting itself, except that they're going to do a presentation and they're going to have time for question and answer, you know?
Okay.
And I would imagine there'll be a lot of questions, you know?
Sure.
But one reason, well, actually, I won't say that. I think the plan, I think, is going to need town meeting approval.
Hmm.
So I think this is one way for them to get the word out
Introduced.
among all the boards at least, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's being posted,
I mean, the back.
oh, I would imagine, yeah. Yeah, with all the boards there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And it's the board of selectmen that are running the meeting, you know, so, yeah, I would imagine there'll be a camera or two there.
Hmm.
Just remind me.
I will, I'll send you all an email or a text or something, whatever works.
So for clarification purposes, for anybody that watches the meeting, then our next meeting will be a joint meeting with several other boards in town at the Council on Aging at 5 PM on Tuesday, November 26th, to hear from Woodard and Curran, who will be telling us about the comprehensive wastewater management plan.
And it's open to the public.
Comprehensive
Anybody who
wastewater
wants to
management plan.
come. Yeah.
Open to the public.
Comprehensive.
Bring your call. Although, the plan is to keep it as a 1-hour meeting. Any other updates for us?
No, it's been pretty quiet
Mm.
here.
Max Spring
Pardon?
meeting was announced today,
Oh.
February 29th.
Oh,
February
at
29th.
DMACC? Okay.
Guarantee it's gonna snow that day.
If it doesn't, you'll still be snow on the ground.
At its usual spot at Holy Cross.
Yes,
The college of,
that was on email at home today, so.
okay. Okay. Does anybody else have business for the commission?
We need a number.
Oh, that
We need a
reminds me,
number.
Oh, yes.
cards for you guys.
Yeah, and we still need a 7th member for the commission. So if you're interested, contact the agent, and talk about what the responsibilities are. 2 meetings a month, 2 site visits a month. Great way to see parts of the town you've never seen before. Help enforce the Wetlands Protection Act. And, you know, participate in your town without getting too bogged down in politics.
I'm sorry, I will have to get them to you at a later date.
Okay,
They're membership cards tonight.
I see, okay.
I sent them a while back and I keep seeing them on my desk and they're, you know, they're only this big so they keep falling in the tide, you know?
All right, seeing no other business for the commission other than, you know, that we've already talked about when our next meeting is, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Do we have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Meeting adjourned at 6:21.